Friends, if you love strange, unsolved, and mysterious real-life stories, then today's video is for you. Because in this video, we're going to explore 7 real-life mysteries that will truly blow your mind. So make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on our upcoming episodes. Let's begin. Number 1. It all began in the year 1817 in the city of Birmingham, England. A young woman named Mary Ashford lived a simple and peaceful life until one fateful night that changed everything. Mary met a man named Abraham Thornton at a local dance club. They spent the evening together dancing and talking, and later both went their separate ways. But the next morning, Mary's lifeless body was found in a nearby field. The discovery shocked the entire town. The police immediately suspected Abraham Thornton since he was the last person seen with Mary that night. He was arrested and brought before an Old English court, but due to a lack of solid evidence, the court had no choice but to release him. And just like that, the mystery of who killed Mary Ashford remained unsolved. More than 157 years later, something eerily similar happened. On May 27, 1974, another young woman named Barbara Forrest met a man at a club in the very same city, Birmingham. They danced, talked, and spent the evening together. But the next morning, Barbara's body was found in a park, in almost the exact same way as Mary's. The police once again arrested a man, and his name was Michael Ian Thornton. Yes, the same last name as the man from the 1817 case. He was also accused of murder, and once again, there wasn't enough evidence to convict him. So just like before, the court released him. Both women were 20 years old when they were killed. Both lived in Birmingham, both went dancing on the night of their death, and both were last seen with a man named Thornton, who in both cases walked away free. Even after 2 centuries, the truth behind these 2 chillingly similar murders remains one of England's strangest coincidences, or perhaps something far more mysterious. Number 2. On June 13, 1922, a man named Charles Osborne was working on his farm in the United States. While handling a heavy animal for butchering, he suddenly lost his balance and fell. He hit his head hard on a rock, but surprisingly, the injury didn't seem too serious at first. Charles recovered quickly, but something strange began happening soon after. He started hiccuping and couldn't stop. At first, Charles thought it was just a temporary problem, something that would go away in a few hours or maybe a day. But the hiccups didn't stop. Days turned into weeks, weeks into months, and months into years. Doctors from all over America tried to help him. Charles took medicines, tried home remedies, and even underwent medical procedures, but nothing worked. His hiccups continued, non-stop, for 68 years. According to doctors, he was hiccuping up to 40 times per minute, and yet Charles somehow managed to live a relatively normal life. He worked, got married, and even raised children. Then in 1990, something truly unbelievable happened. After nearly 7 decades, the hiccups suddenly stopped, just as mysteriously as they had begun. Charles Osborne passed away a year later, but he still holds the world record for the longest bout of hiccups. A staggering 68 years without a single moment of peace. Number 3. It was the night of September 30th, 1956, in New York City. A man named Thomas Fitzpatrick was sitting inside a local bar, having a few drinks with his friends. As the night went on, the group started joking and talking big, until one of Thomas's friends challenged him. He said, "I bet you can't get from New Jersey to New York in under 15 minutes." Everyone laughed because it sounded impossible, but Thomas wasn't the kind of man who backed down from a dare. Without saying much, he got up, left the bar, and did something that would go down as one of the craziest stunts in New York history. He went all the way to Teterboro Airport in New Jersey, stole a single-engine plane, and then flew it straight back to New York City, landing it right in front of the same bar where the bet had started. And believe it or not, he landed the plane perfectly without hurting anyone. The police arrested him, of course, and Thomas spent some time in jail. But the story didn't end there. 2 years later, in 1958, Thomas was once again sitting at a bar in New York. He started telling another man the same unbelievable story, how he once flew a stolen plane from New Jersey to New York in just 15 minutes. The man laughed and said, "There's no way that really happened." Thomas didn't like being called a liar, so to prove his point, he did it again. On October 4th, 1958, Thomas Fitzpatrick once again went to New Jersey, stole another plane, and this time landed it right in the middle of a New York City street, just to prove that his story was true. Even the police admitted they were amazed by his flying skills, and newspapers at the time called him the most daring drunk pilot in America. Thomas Fitzpatrick became a local legend, a man who literally risked everything just to win a bar bet. Number 4, some people dress up as clowns and jokers just to make children laugh. But in America, there have been outlaws who use the same disguise, not for laughter, but for crime. Back in 2014, in a French town called Vendargues, several people dressed as clowns began attacking others on the streets. Things got so bad that the police had to ban clown costumes in public. A similar story unfolded in the United States, but much darker. This man's name was Dean Corll. Born in 1940 in Houston, Texas, Dean was known to everyone as the Candy Man. He ran a small candy factory, and in his free time, he would dress as a clown, hand out candies, and entertain neighborhood kids. To the people of Houston, Dean seemed like a kind, gentle man, someone who loved children. But behind that innocent smile hid one of the most horrifying secrets in American crime history. Dean was actually kidnapping young boys, taking them to his house where he had built a private torture room in the basement. What happened to his victims there is too disturbing to describe. Afterward, he would dump their bodies in a nearby lake. From 1970 to 1973, over 28 boys disappeared, all victims of Dean Corll. The police were baffled, unable to find who was behind the disappearances. Then, in 1973, the truth came out, not through an investigation, but when one of Dean's own accomplices shot him dead. Only after his death did the world learn about the real Candyman, the man who wore a clown's smile to hide a monster's heart. To everyone, he looked harmless, but inside he was one of America's most terrifying serial killers. Number 5, this little boy's name was Casey Hathaway. In January 2019, 3-year-old Casey mysteriously disappeared into the woods near his home in North Carolina. Police, rescue teams, and volunteers searched the entire forest for days, but there was no sign of the child. Then 3 days later, something unbelievable happened. Casey was found alive, nearly 4,000 feet up on a mountain, in freezing temperatures and heavy snow. Everyone was shocked. How could a 3-year-old child climb that high? How did he survive alone for 3 nights in the cold wilderness? When people asked Casey what had happened, he said something that left everyone speechless. He claimed that a big bear had kept him company and helped him stay warm. Soon, rumors began to spread that maybe it wasn't a bear at all. Some believed it could have been Bigfoot, the mysterious creature said to roam American forests. But despite countless theories, no evidence of Bigfoot was ever found in that area. To this day, no one knows how Casey survived, or what, or who really protected him in those dark, freezing woods. Number 6. This little boy's name was Alfred Beilhartz. On July 2, 1938, Alfred mysteriously disappeared inside the Rocky Mountain National Park in the United States. That day, Alfred's father was swimming in a nearby lake, while the boy was resting at their campsite by the shore. But when his father returned, Alfred was gone, vanished without a trace. Search teams and park rangers combed every corner of the area, but there was no sign of the child. Then 10 days later, something strange happened. A couple hiking nearly 10 kilometers away from the campsite spotted a small boy on top of a rocky ridge. The child was playing and laughing and looked exactly like Alfred. The couple immediately went to get the police, but when the officers climbed up to the spot, the boy had disappeared. Despite weeks of searching, no body, no footprints, and no clues were ever found. What's even more mysterious is that Alfred was too young to walk properly, let alone climb such steep mountains. So the question remains, where did Alfred go? And how could a small child like him vanish into thin air in the middle of a national park? Number 7. This story took place in 2018 in the city of New York, USA. An elderly woman named Raisa Senti, aged 86, passed away. After her death, Raisa's family buried her in a nearby cemetery, but soon something deeply emotional began to happen. Something that left everyone heartbroken and amazed. Raisa had a 5-year-old dog named Bait. Every single day, without fail, Bait would go to Raisa's grave and sit quietly beside it. You can see this loyal dog, Bait, in the video, just a young 5-year-old pup, yet showing a level of love and loyalty that many humans can't even match. Day after day, through rain or sunshine, Bait stayed beside the grave of the woman who had loved him so dearly. And perhaps that's why people say, animals may not speak our language, but their hearts are often the purest of all. If you found this story touching, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more real and emotional stories. See you in the next one.